Hello, coaches. Today's topic is basketball offensive team tactic. To start with, I want to first of all to say what traditionally, generally basketball teams, what kind of offenses they have. So the first wave, the very first initial attempt, most of the teams want to stress a lot and really focus on what is considered getting easy shots, which is fast break offense. Generally, fast break offense is considered where you quickly after defensive rebound or some kind of turnover, or even at some instances after quick inbound of the basketball, the team is trying to find a solution when the defense is not ready, is not set to play defense, when they are not all five of the players are back. And then the situations, if you manage to create 2 against 1, 3 against 1, 3 against 2, where lesser amount of defenders are trying to somewhere slow down the offense, it's important to teach our teams to know how to take advantage very quickly before the other defenders are back on defense. So there is a separate topic about fast break offense, what qualities is important to stress. It's possible for all of you to check it out. One of them is how quickly you start running. This nuance of, it sounds very simple, but I find that it also needs to be trained that by the third step, first of all, how quickly you react. Second of all, how quickly you speed up to your maximum. So from my experience, I like this wording, this way of expressing. By the third step, the offensive player has to run 100% of his speed. How quickly, I think the ball moves faster. It's clear that the ball moves faster when it's passed instead of dribbled. So in my opinion, to take advantage of these situations, it's important that the players run really fast and you advance the ball with the passes as soon as possible. So then on the opposite end of the floor, there are disadvantages: 1 against 0, 2 against 1, or 3 against 1 or 2, and etc., etc. So this is the first initial offense. There are some teams that coaches do not think that they have good advantages, depending on the players, depending on the qualities of your roster. Some coaches use it a lot and every single opportunity. There are coaches who use it very little, but it doesn't matter what the philosophy of the coach, what the philosophy of the team style of play is. There is always a fast break. Let's say the player steals the ball and he goes directly straight to the basket. That's a fast break. Generally, I would think that this fast break offense takes about 4, 5, or 6 first seconds of the shot clock situation. Another second wave of the offense, generally, I think it's hard for me to imagine that the team doesn't have transition offense. This transition offense is how quickly you go from if the fast break situation didn't take place well, if you try to go fast and you see that it's only 2 against 3, or maybe the coaches would want their teams to stop 3 against 3. I'm the advocate for the situation. If the situation is 2 against 2 or 3 against 3, there is a lot of space to be playing one-on-one, and if my players are strong to play one-on-one, I encourage them to use this fast break opportunity. Some coaches say if you don't have at least +1 extra person on a fast break, then you have to slow down, you have to somewhat stop. So there are transition games, transition offenses where the players have to somewhat fairly quickly, without any additional signal, go into transition offense. How they some kind of flow motion type of system, how they try to find their shots from before the defense. Let's say the defense is back. Let's say you have the situation 5-on-5, but not necessarily everyone is in the right position. Not everyone necessarily communicated well enough where they are, how they're going to construct their team defense. So this transition offense is generally often used. I think is the most often used. I think a lot of points come from transition offense. I tend to spend lots of time in my practice time preparing my teams to have quite strong transition offense, because even though the opponent's team is back on defense, even though all the players come back and trying to play team defense and communicate, but they are not as strong. if they have a little bit of time to kind of adjust and know, okay, my teammate is there, I'm there, okay, understand what's happening, kind of evaluate the field, what's happening around, then the defensive team unity, 5 players working together as a team, man-to-man defense, they are stronger. So I assume, I have calculated, and I think it's better to play before the moment that the defensive team is really organized, with proper rules that they must have. They're really in place. Even though the 5 guys can seem okay on defense, but maybe one player is half a step or a step out of his position, or somebody hasn't paid too much attention to his player and hasn't really realized what's happening on the opposite side of the court. And then even if they all 5 on defense, but they're still a little bit vulnerable. So I'm gonna speak a lot how I ask my teams go to transition defense, what are the nuances I try to teach them, how what kind of clues and keys really determine what has to happen for this transition offense to start working well. And then of course I will try to also explain a few moments how my teams must understand what they're looking for in this second wave of the offense, in this transition offense. And lastly, I think I'm not going to spend too much time, but a little bit, of course, I'm going to mention when transition offense doesn't happen, or when for whatever reason the ball slipped or something, and you cannot quickly go from fast break. If from fast break you score quickly, it's great. If you don't go, if for whatever reason the rhythm, the flow breaks down, and you cannot go from fast break to a transition, then there is this called positional offense, where you play 5-on-5, and then you understand how to construct your offense in this positional half-court basketball game. Three more common categories of positional offense, in my opinion, are these motion offenses, where this like flex, like 4 corners, like in Eastern Europe we have this transition offense where we call it corner, where two big guys go up and down, and then you just it's an offense that kind of continues and doesn't end. It's not a transition offense, it's a set offense, but the players can look to find the solutions themselves instead of coach really telling them. The oldest system, most likely, one of the oldest ways of coaches constructing half-court positional offense is having 3, 4, 5 sets, depending on the quality of the players, the intelligence of the players. And from these sets, okay, they have they're a little bit they have options, but really fewer options on offense. And then you have, okay, you try to score from this part, or from that part of the offense, and if none of them take place, none of them happen well, then you want, towards the end of the shot clock, you want the ball in your best player's hands, the player who has the ability to find solutions, to find a good shot, to find the advantages, and then this improvisational part takes place at the end of any of the 2, 3, 4, or 5 depending sets. I have played on a team who had only 3 sets, and we had a variety of different ways of finding shots. And the third, also extremely popular, especially in EuroLeague, especially in high-level basketball. I believe it's coming from National Football League in America, from NFL, where it's called situational basketball. Situational basketball is where the coach picks the advantage that he likes. He constructs the offense very specifically for a particular player, and the team has to work until they have to know really how to get to this advantage. Let's say bigger guy posting up smaller guy, or faster guy going against the super big and much slower guy. So the coach picks what advantage he wants to explore, and the team has to really quickly get to that situation when there is that advantage. And of course, there a little bit of decision making at that time happens, because depending how the team tries to stop. If the team is not helping and gives you this advantage, so then you kind of, as a coach, you kind of betting all your things that this advantage is going to work for you, that the player that you put in a situation to succeed, he has ways of finding baskets, finding good shots, finding a score. He can score in this certain mismatch, really The situation of basketball could be kind of described of hunting, searching for mismatches. And this particular mismatch is generally decided by the coach. Normally the coaches could have 50, 60, 70, let's call these different plays, different sets, but they are very short. They meant for a particular mismatch, for a particular player. And it's very common that from week to week the coach erases 10 or 15 or 20 of these short plays and then adds a few more depending on the scouting on your opponent, depending on your personnel and who has a, let's say one of your guys injured, okay, one of your key players is injured, okay, maybe for a month you're not going to use 20 plays, you don't need them, so you go with the other short sets, short little plays to look for these advantages. Coming back, now I'm going to explain show a little bit of drills and explain how I help the players to understand what is how to quickly try to get in a fast break. If the fast break does happen, what is the transition to what is the moment how we change from fast break to transition basketball, what kind of nuances I look for with a lot of creativity, with a lot of freedom, but what kind of nuances, how all 5 players, or doesn't matter how many players are in the drill on the court, how they know that now it's not a fast break anymore, now it's becoming only a transition, and then maybe a few words about positional offense. So now we're gonna go to the drills. Okay, you start at the half court, you start on a 3-pointer, you're gonna play one-on-one. Kasper, you wait a little bit behind baseline. Okay, so I have this drill. It's important to know how to attack one-on-one. You're playing defense, one-on-one with him. What is your objective is that you cannot come slow and you cannot slow down. Okay, let's say if you start to kind of set him up with a slow speed, it's you have to imagine that the other defenders are back and you don't have the situation one-on-one. So it's super important. You start from here, you go really fast and you play one-on-one. In your mind, imagine this. You have the ball cannot stop moving. You start with the dribble, you can make the fakes. It can go a little bit any direction he wants, but he has to continue all the way to the basket. So let's go. I hope you are stretched. You're good to go. You don't need to go 100% that you don't sprain something or you don't hurt each other. But go in a fast way. You start here on the third step. You go maximum, as whatever maximum is okay for you right now. Then you play one-on-one. Let's go. Let's go. Bravo, good. On defense, try to cover right hand. Now switch. Next guy. Let's go. Let's go to attack this way. Let's go. You go fast. You can do hesitations, but you can stop. Okay, bravo. Now play a little bit better defense. One more time each. A little bit better defense. A little bit try to stop. Go ahead. You guys do it. I'll explain. Often I like to use this. Okay, that's it. That's in this case. You already lose the opportunity for a good shot. It's okay, the ball slipped, you wouldn't have a fast break anymore. Last one. So normally I call this from the corner. I call it 4 corners, one-on-one championship. You go, one-on-one championship. So whoever succeeds goes from this angle, go to that basket. Whoever succeeds there, go from that angle. Whoever succeeds goes from this angle. And you rotate in the king's court. The player has to have understanding. Later on we'll see why it's important that you start to run really fast. I don't think it's important for this level players to dribble from the baseline to the half court just to dribble it. So from here you start to go super fast and you try to not slow down. This is important part. This means the fast break is continuing. Ziggy, go on offense, you on defense. Okay? Ziggy, you can start here. Okay, you on defense, so you start to dribble some kind of pound dribbles, crosses, some kind of anything. As soon as he reacts, covers one side, you quickly attack. You quickly attack towards the paint. Now I need you on the opposite block. You have one of 2 options. If Ziggy dribbles to the middle, you're reading Ziggy. Okay, if he dribbles to the middle, I need you go under the basket quickly, and I need you catch the ball here and finish it without stopping. Okay? If Ziggy goes on the other side, come here. If Ziggy goes to the other side, very good, we have a black dot. This is where you get the ball and you shoot it. Okay. Go ahead. Okay? Now it's important to teach your big guys or whoever would be under the basket to understand. If if I have the ball as a guard and I have to shoot the basketball, I don't catch like this to make an extra step to shoot. We already know, doesn't matter which direction my body is facing, where is the ball, I'm catching it, facing the basket to go for the shot. This is what we teach guards. So it's very important to teach the big guy. It's very important to teach the big guy that when he gets the ball, his body has to be turned, protect the ball with the other hand, and finish with his half hook or baby hook, depending how you call it. Big man's sessions, how to teach the big man to finish, to catch, how to do is also a good option to check. On this part also, later when I add to play 2-on-2, if you get the ball, you cannot pass. You cannot fake, you cannot pass, you cannot dribble, you cannot stop. Okay, so now there is no defense. So this is very important for the fast break offense. So this fast break offense come from these parts. What we have here is two-player cooperation. So it's called spacing. Spacing is not staying in a certain space. It's how everyone moves in space, keeping the distance between each other. So if Ziggy goes to this part, so these players are spinning in this direction. If Ziggy would go in the other part, these two players are spinning in the other direction. Of course, there are drills later on in spacing drills where we add another guard, another situation. But it's very important. The ball is not stopping, you're advancing. So if in a fast break, when I will explain, we'll go to the drill, if the ball, doesn't matter with the pass, it can be skipped to one side to another side. If the ball is moving forward, that means there is only one type of game we're playing. We're playing one-on-one plus spacing. This is what we're doing. So one-on-one, to learn to play this called in America, a very popular term right now is down the hill. So we have to learn and teach the players how we play down the hill. Let's say somewhere in a fast break, 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, we pass the ball ahead, he has the ball, he has to learn how not to slow down, how to go down the hill, try to play one-on-one. And if there is a cooperation with a few players, as you go down, another player would 3-on-2 would open here, another guy has to know which space to open to. So this is what about. So let's do 2 or 3 times. You make a different way for him to react, how quickly react. But your job is that the ball also doesn't stop in your hands. I don't want the ball to stop in your hands, load and shoot. No, you have to be ready. If the ball is passed here, you have to be ready to as quickly as possible to finish. If the ball is passed here, I want you to be already protecting with the body. I don't want you to catch, shoot like this. That's a block. I don't want you to catch and step. The guy just recovered. As you're catching, doesn't matter which way, you have to be already turned to protect to finish, okay? Let's go a few times. Okay, one more time. This is the important part. Okay, you needed extra step, I recovered, that's why you got fouled. Protect the ball with this arm, finish it so you untouched, you would finish, okay? One more. Okay, let's switch side. Just for the sake of it, you go here. It seems silly, it sounds weird, but sometimes the players can do it very well, turning their body to the backboard and shooting like this. And they have difficulty doing the same thing on the opposite side where they take extra steps. So this is the important part. Let's go one more time. Okay, not bad. Last one. Make a good pass so it's comfortable and easy for him to shoot. Okay? You can rest. Come on the side. Let's say now you are together as a teammates. Okay? Couple pounds, couple crosses, and you super aggressively attack. Again, imagine you go against defender this way or that way. So it doesn't matter. If he goes baseline, you go behind him, you catch and shoot from here. If he goes towards the middle, you space out, you catch and shoot from 45. Make a good pass, give him time, get him comfortable. Here going, you can fake the shot, come back for a proper pass. Try to make an assist where it's comfortable for him to make. Just make it 2 or 3 times. Good shot, bravo, very good. Now go one more from the other side. Okay, very good, it's okay. Okay, we call this, it's fine. So this is just a representation for what does a small player do in this game when it's one-on-one plus spacing. What does a big guy do in this game one-on-one plus spacing? So if now I'm gonna show some fast break drills, how I want us to attack to be, and it's gonna be the objective. Again, repeating myself. The guy, whoever gets the ball, he cannot slow it, he cannot stop. The objective is to go like crazy towards the basket, look to beat somebody. You can do hesitation moves and attack, but you cannot stop. You cannot stop, you cannot look. There is also important distinction that I use in spacing drills, in understanding spacing. There is aggressive dribble and passive dribble. In fast break, it's not possible to use passive dribble. Passive dribble, as you don't really aggressively attack, but you dribble on the perimeter, then you have option either backdoor or come get a handoff. If it's not you, maybe next guy would come a handoff. So passive dribble is meant to give a handoff, or really you cannot make a pass, really replace yourself. In the fast break, it's not possible to dribble the ball passively. So if we go in a fast break, the ball hasn't stopped at any part of the court. Everybody knows it's going to be only aggressive dribble. When it's going to attack aggressively, it's very simple. I don't need to remember anything. I don't need to worry about any kind of systems, any kind of plays, anything I have to do. I'm really just getting out of your way in a spacing position. You go that way, I'm getting out of your way. My job is not to be in your way. The next guy spacing, next guy spacing. This is what very important factor. If it's 2 players going or 3 players going, you have a situation 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. This is what I want us to do. Come back, everybody. We only need 1 ball. Ball, please. Okay? Fix that ball, please. You did this drill before. It's very simple. 4 guys. You have 2 teams. Okay? So I have 5 blue ones and 5 white ones. So you rotate 1. It doesn't matter. I'll come to another side. You have 4 guys on a baseline. You have 4 defenders on the free throw line. I make a pass. If I make a pass to a player in front of you, you have to step on the baseline and go out. Everybody else, you go fast break as fast as possible. You have about, let's give you 4 or 5 seconds to score. Listen up. Listen up. Now you're listening. When I say go, then we go. You have objective, okay? Defense, when you're coming back, your job is to kind of fake the offense and buy time for the 4th guy to recover. If you manage to make it 4 against 4, great, you are in a better situation to play defense. Offense have to try to score before he gets back. So defense, you try to communicate, okay, if I pass the ball to somebody and he left, so you have to know who's defending who. Okay, I'm stopping the ball, next guy taking, next guy trying to get to somebody else. So I need to communicate on transition defense. This is not the topic, but I want you to communicate to make it as good as possible defense. Everybody else, if you are going on offense, the ball can never stop. I'm attacking, somebody stopping me, give to the next guy, he catches, he attacks. Try to find a good shot. It doesn't mean you have to shoot against 2 defenders. If you get here and you don't have the shot, don't be stressed that I have to shoot because I'm so close to us. You can hit somebody and he shoots an open 3, just like we did with Ziggy and Josas. With Ziggy and Josas. If you drive somewhere, defense collapses on you, you kick it out and he shoots. It's still a good shot in the first 4 or 5 seconds. So try to score in the first 5 seconds. We'll go 1 team on offense, then come back, different team on offense, 4 or 5 times, okay? So let's go. 1 team on offense, 4 guys on baseline, 4 guys on the free throw line. Let's go. No, only 4 on 4. So stay in front of you guys so you know who's running. So understand the drill, yeah? Okay, now no rules, so we're just trying to play 1-on-1. Another guy's job is to get out of the way. Ready? Good to go, ready to run? Let's go. Come to object. Bravo! That's the offense I like. White on baseline, blue on the free throw line. Okay, good pass. We found the open player. If it's a shooter, it's only 1 player who goes to the baseline, not 4. Okay? Try to get better defense. Try to get a little bit better defense to see how it works. Talk. Who's stopping who? Okay, stop. Hey, I don't want to say stop 3 times. You hear stop, you stop. Okay, now, fast break didn't happen. The fourth guy recovered. We have 4 guys on defense. If after drive we kicked out and we didn't have a shot, that means maybe decision was bad. Because one-on-one, I have to look to score one-on-one. If I draw to somebody else, next guy is open. But if I pass somebody and he's not open, then he's not doing a good job defending and deflecting the pass, and that means that was a bad decision. He was closed. He was not open. If he was open, he would shoot. So now it was a situation where we didn't have a fast break anymore, and we came to the another part of the offense. One more time. 2 new guys, change 2 new guys. I want everyone to get warm. Okay, listen. It's okay. Listen up. I want to hear defense communicating. Do you understand this? Turit girdėti sakyti, kas stabdau, kas kur yra. So let's make this as good defense as possible. On offense, try to get a good shot very quickly, 4-5 seconds. Okay, ready? Tu jau bėgai. Da, pabėgas. Again, what the hell are you doing? Stop. 4 against 2, you must find a better shot, better solution. Okay, we're not gonna go into individual development, how to space, how to go. We understand what needs to happen. If the players cannot do it, this is not the topic. Stay here. Can you understand the drill? Never done it. Let's go. Defense, talk defense. Okay, stop. Okay, it's okay, shot, come back here, please. Come back here, please, with the ball. Can we repeat it? We're rewinding. Now go slowly. I want to, where you were, okay? More or less it was like this. Now, look, what happened was, only do what I say to do, okay? As he was coming and attacking and deciding to attack with the left hand, okay, you kind of beat your man, okay, not too bad. Because these players didn't move, they were not open. Because this, on an aggressive drive, this is the spacing you should go. And if you see somebody stopping you, you must see who's open. This guy is open, maybe corner open, maybe he's covering the corner passing lane. You have this pass, you have this pass. But the other players need to learn to move in a certain direction. Then you took a shot, these players stood, so you stood, so you were not open. He was defending both of you, and then you got 1 against 2, and not really recognizing where there's another guy. Okay, 2 more times, and then we move on. Ready? Let's go. Go. Okay, if you're a shooter, you shoot. I would prefer the ball get to the paint. On this pass, I would prefer somebody to be aggressive and then make a pass. If I don't have a layup, then make a pass for a 3. This is my preference to go on a fast break, to shoot a 3 on a fast break. If the guy has confidence, the ball arrived comfortably, he can shoot. This is a good shot. Even if he would have missed, normally you would have, because it's a fast break, you would have two, maybe sometimes even 3 guys ready to rebound and put it back. Because we're going fast, the defense has no time to box out, to be ready in defensive rebounding position. Even a missed 3 on fast break situations generally contributes a lot of points, even after the offensive rebound. Ready? Let's go. Okay. Good. Very good. Okay, so now this is what the fast break situation is. Okay, we understand he has to go quick. When it happens that some player, for whatever reason, maybe the ball slipped, maybe the pass wasn't good, maybe he saw 2 players or somebody's really aggressively defending, and he somehow stopped. When the ball stops, I don't show any signals. 5, head, shirt, short, no signals. When the ball stops, advancing forward, my teams need to go quickly into a situation what is called transition. Okay, so now I need, let's say, white team can sit down, really pay attention that you're gonna have to do it. I only need 4 players. Kasper, you go under the basket. Ziggy on top. You go here, you go here. On the half court. How do we transition from Kasper? Go on the free throw line for a sec. A little bit higher. Biški aukščiau, čia kokį džingsį, kitą jako, okay, very good. Generally, when I teach my teams how to go in a fast break, so it doesn't matter which position the player is. If I have one really good point guard, so on this drill that we just did, any player I pass, the point guard has to get the ball. Doesn't matter first, second, third, fourth, doesn't matter which position was. The big guy always have to go straightest line to the basket, just go directly to the paint, trying to be the first one to rebound, to put it back, maybe get the ball and make a dunk. If not, then he would be ready to do the spacing like we just demonstrated 10 minutes ago. If I have that, I tend to coach my teams, there is one big guy and 4 point guards on the team. Everybody's mentality. So if the big guy gets the ball, he must pass to a point guard, just like I explained. If any of the guards get the ball, the other 2 must go wide, and we hit the person wide as soon as possible. They will attack fast break through the wing. Now the situation, how do we know and what do we do when we go into the transition from the fast break? So this is the drill. You pass before the half court, you pass to any one of you as the ball is traveling. You moving also forward a little bit. You be ready. Maybe he's going to attack one-on-one. You take the ball, take 1 or 2 dribbles forward, and then return. On this move, when this is returned, this is the signal we go into. Pick and roll plus flare. So if he's don't do anything. If he gets the ball, just like we did in practice 2 against 1, if he continues to go, you ready, you know which way to open. If he something stops and looks, this is he cannot go, stop, oh no, I'm gonna go again. He cannot do this, because if he stops, automatically we know you're gonna arrive and set a ball screen. Pick and roll screen. When he starts to sprint, the guy on the opposite end must sprint and set a flare screen for this guy. Okay, so you set a screen, whoever defending him, you set a flare screen, he opens there. But these 2 screens, we try to make them to happen at the same time. Look, there is a defender. Now we don't have a defender, but there is an imaginary defender. So when you come and set the screen and this contact, you come in here to set, don't move. You're setting this screen. So your job is to time yourself that both of these contacts and both of these players using the screen must happen at the same time. Okay? Let's try this drill. You can pass to any side. You take, if you get the ball or you get the ball, 2 dribbles, you stop, and we'll go directly pick and roll plus flare. Let's go. Okay, good. After you pass to one side, give it a little bit more space. I want the flare screen a little bit wider. A little bit wider, okay? One more time. Okay, sounds fairly simple. Sounds somewhat quite easy. But I tend to see a lot of times when we're working on this, the player on this side often forgets to make a flare screen. This player like really watches. He's in his mind. Maybe it's going to be aggressive dribble. Forgets and really is watching, and this doesn't happen. So for the sake, I need 4 white guys, 4 white shirts defending. Okay, and you can defend any way you want. You catch the ball a little bit higher, and now we play from this situation. Just this, okay? You play full normal defense. As the ball is traveling, you need to go under the basket. If he decides and continues to play, you are listening. If he doesn't stop and continues to play, you are spacing. We're imitating fast break. If he stops, automatically we prepare the pick and roll, we go into the pick and roll plus flare. So you can do both on offense. Let's go. Hey, play better defense. Why did you make a screen here, ball there? Go in the same situations, play the same defense, play the same defense. He was here, and you came to set here, the screen here. What is this for? A screen, okay, when there is no defense, we're imitating. You hunting him. So your job is to come in, set the screen. Of course, we need to learn about screens. If they're not switching, he's going to be open, so you take this person out. But if they're switching like now, okay, I'm going to be you. I'm going to show you how to do it. As they run in pick and roll, I am you. I'm short. I come in, set the screen. If I see that they want to switch, dribble a few dribbles. This is what I'm going to be open. Okay? I'm looking to score this. This is just knowing how to set the screen and how to use the screen. Not the topic, but try to be this way. Be wider, give him more space. You take the pick and roll more wide. Okay, so if you go, this is what I want to do. You catch the ball in a fast break, you go, and then you stop and you know the screen is going to come. You read him, go Kasper. If Kasper comes to set this screen, because you can, I'm setting up, giving myself as creating, come set the screen, creating as much space as possible in this direction to play one-on-one if they're hedging, if they're spacing. If you see Kasper is coming the other way, okay, so I want more space there, I want more space. Maybe I'm gonna go there, and then this is what we're playing. Then he cannot still reach the ball. I have a pass, I have a drive, I have everything. So knowing how to play pick and roll, again, another topic. We're not gonna spend how to do it, but let's just say, try to vary it. So the defense and your teammates doesn't know if you're going fast break or you're stopping into this transition part. Let's try one more time. Hey, quality passes, okay? Okay? We made, good. White team can try this one time. Okay, white team try it, let's see how it works. Not bad, we find, okay, a few extra passes. Try to make a good pass. Try to make a good screen. Okay, it didn't happen because you start to use the screen too soon. Kasper didn't arrive, you tried to use and he jumped. For this reason, that's why you had to change direction, go baseline, which was a good read, but you must really wait for the screen to happen. Okay? Let's go away. Spacing, okay? Your job is to go away, okay? Very good. Now, let's make it into more live situation. 4 on the baseline, 4 on here. Then you have two options. Hey, when I say where you're gonna go, please look at me and please listen. I don't wanna stop and fix it. Stop and repeat it. This is not the time. This is not the practice. You're pushing it. If there is one-on-one, we know what to do like we did 15, 20 minutes ago. If somebody stops, we know who's the big guy. Pick and roll, plus flare, see who's open. Understand? It could be that he's not in the middle. Maybe I pass to him and you have to be on opposite ends. So you have to arrive in this alignment. It's not possible that he takes the ball and he dribbles and then we're in the wrong alignment. You have to beat everybody. It's illegal to pass the ball to the big guy before other three-point line. So you don't need to help, you don't need to wait, you don't need to set the screen. You see the ball flying, you sprint quickly to the green part and you watch. He's playing one-on-one, you're becoming available for finish. If you get the ball, you shoot. It's a great life, great way to play. If he stops, okay, you need help? Okay, I'll come help you, you set the screen, he plays, and then the guys have to align. Understood? Let's try to make it a few times. Pass! Play! Now it becomes complicated. It's fine. You pass, you cut through, looking for the ball, communicate. He was setting a flare screen. Use the flare screen. If there is a pick and roll, it has to be flare screen. After the pick and roll, hey, your job is 50% job. You made the screen, which is okay. You made the screen, you made 50% job. And the second part you don't do. If I make 50% job, I don't win the game. You set the screen, quickly roll to the basket, or pop if you want. If you feel confident in the shot, you can pop and then create a situation where it's difficult. After the screen, really good screen, you must roll quickly. You must really move fast. Ready? Stop! Fast break. If there is a player in front of you at least 1 meter, you pass him the ball. It's illegal. It's not allowed to dribble. Give me the ball. Everybody on the half-court line. You stay on the perimeter. Everybody on the half-court line. Ziggy, go defend him. I am bringing the ball. This is the skill that we must learn. This is we must understand. I must pass him the ball. Let's say you run really fast and don't move. Only do what I ask. Please come back 2 steps. If you run really fast and you're faster than defender and Ziggy's in the passing lane. If I cannot make this pass, Ziggy, if you cannot, stop the ball. If I feel I cannot make this pass, which is okay, the defender is like this. If I cannot make this pass, that's the pass I make. And he continues, finishes with this. So it's not, there is no such a thing as possibility. You cannot play basketball if there is a guy in a wing. I have to judge the defender. If defender is more back and you are a little bit in this situation, I really must pass the ball for him to play one-on-one, just like we started with the very first drill, playing one-on-one. If defense is slower, okay, great, run. That's the pass, and no defense is gonna stop this. You just have to, obligatory, you have to do that. Let's go back one more time on that side. You cannot not make a pass. Maybe the first 10 passes you're gonna make is gonna be turnover, okay. But after 10 or 15 or 20 passes, then you have to learn. There is a player in front, you pass. You don't dribble, you must be ready to catch. You catch, somebody's running, pass the ball. So we're looking to score one-on-one against 2 against 1. Understand who's the big guy? Raise your hand. So your job is going to be straight line to the paint. Get out of the way, be ready to finish. If not, go set the screen. Let's go. Defense. No, you stop. You're not a big guy. If you didn't score, didn't shoot, okay, you know that you passed to him, the ball stopped. So quickly, you can be the one setting a flare screen. Why are you stopping him when you leave somebody open?
I was stopping the ball.
Yeah, or do you think it's shorter for Ziggy to stop the ball, or if you go to stop the ball, you want the guy from that side to come get your man? So communicate, who's got who? One more time, white team, let's go. One more time. Okay, just make sure you're not setting a screen. I ask, who's the big guy? Only a big guy setting a screen, so let's be clear, let's go. Who's talking? Stop. Hey, I'm not gonna let you play. If you receive the ball, I spend 5 minutes explaining. One player in front, you give him the ball. So there's 3 players in front of you, 1, 2, 3, you take from here, you take few dribbles, you look to play 1 against 7. You receive the ball there, okay, you can start with the dribble. There is a player in front, you give him the ball, We advance the ball forward, we try to score. I don't want to have, let's say like this, the player dribbling the ball and the player without the ball, racing. It's gonna be, if you're really fast, it's gonna be similar speed. It's easier to run without the ball. So I don't want us from that situation arrive to this situation where we still have 3 defenders. I want him to run fast, give him the ball. I want situation 1-on-1, 2 against 1, 3 against 2. So you pass the ball. One more time, blue. Okay, go into transition. Let's see, let's go, let's figure out, go. You're a big guy. Okay, good. You know your job. Everybody else is split. Okay, let's go. Pass the ball. Stop. You set the screen. You must wait for the screen. So you stopped, it's okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you get the ball here, okay, and he's coming to set the screen. If you move, so it's very clear for you. Wait. You're gonna be moving, take the ball. Don't dribble, just I'm gonna show you. If you move this direction, and there is a contact, okay, let's say I'm playing defense, okay? I'm changing you. Okay, so if you don't wait for the screen, you're moving, and he's moving, and on this contact, it's offensive foul for him. Automatically, it's a turnover, number 1. Number 2, you're getting fouls for your big guy. Normally, teams don't have 7 big guys that they can, good enough that they can use. So if you have a big guy, you really have to protect it. So when you got the ball here, okay, and if you stop, it's gonna pick and roll. Doesn't matter how long it takes him. It's my job to make him arrive fast. Doesn't matter. If it takes him 2 hours, you wait here for 2 hours. Doesn't matter until he play defense. Until he arrives, he comes in, sets a screen, and then this is where you play. If he sets you a screen, that's the job to do. Last time, blue, let's go. Ready? Let's go. Okay, bravo. Come back this direction, give me the ball. Come back. I want, wait. Can you put white, please? Can you put blue? White off the side, quick, blue. I need 4 blue to show one little trick. Okay, you take the ball, you be the point guard. Here. White off the court, please. Hurry up! Okay, normally for the guys to quickly react, to quickly understand what's happening, this is the game. I'm only gonna show 4-on-0, but when we play 4-on-4, super fun game. If you pass to him, you're reading the big guy. If he, stay here, Kasper, come here, okay? You pass the ball here. If he decides to go set a screen, Ziggy sprinting to set a screen. This is one option. You playing flare, you playing pick and roll. If defense jumps, of course you can play that direction, it's fine. Come back. If he decides to set you a screen, you must use the screen. So you come in, set a screen. Okay? Maybe we have the guy open. Wait. You use the screen, you are here, you're here. And now we're reading him. If he goes to set a screen, you setting a flare for Ziggy. Okay, I understand. Come back to your original spots. Okay, so we're reading him. You pass. If he goes, Ziggy setting for you flare. If he sets a screen, you must use the screen. And go ahead, use the screen. Okay, and now we're reading. If he goes, you set the flare screen for Ziggy. No. Just where you go. Wait. I will tell you what to do. Okay, so if Kasparas goes, you said if, I will tell you. If is not mean go. Okay, I must hold you. If he goes, we just did. If he decides to reverse the ball, pass. Automatically we know he's not gonna play one-on-one and he's not gonna go to the same direction. So you setting a screen for him, flare screen. You're moving up a little bit, pass and play pick and roll there. Go here. Use the screen. Okay, understand? Go back. Quick. We don't have too much time. Wait. Give him the ball. Now, if you cannot pass to them, you can pass to him. Pass the ball to him. And now we're looking at the situation. First of all, you can play with him this, I call it piggyback from Phil Jackson's triangle, this stationary handoff. So you can come in, see where you're gonna play. If your defense jumps here, you can play through here, get the ball or play handoff situation, 1-against-1. If Kasper plays with you, you play this game. If you don't get the ball, let's say you cut through Kasper, please, and then you don't get the ball, let's say. Now you're reading what he's gonna do. If he pass here, you flare screen there. If he passes to Ziggy, you go flare screen there. Okay? Yeah. Where you pass the ball. So let's go randomly, figure out randomly. Normally these 3 guards would be inter-switching from everyone with everyone. So go to the random option. Let's see how quickly we can get organized and react. And try to speak. Let's go. Normally I like to play this 4-on-4. It's really, in my opinion, stop. Okay, now there was no time. Okay, you were late to react. These screens didn't happen at the same time, see? So when you get the ball and Kasparas is coming to set the screen, I want you to take him, prepare your pick and roll, make yourself more space. He sets the screen, it's more time for another guy to... Your objective, 3 guards, go to different position. Go that side. No, come here. You go there, you go there. For just for a change. Okay, your objective is that pick and roll and flare happen at the same time. Let's try it. Any random order. I ask you, this is too simple. Let's not play 1-on-1. If you're passing him the ball, you must catch on a 3-pointer. Okay, so you're not gonna, standing like this, you're not gonna catch. Make this pass. This is what defense is gonna do. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna sit and wait. So if you see that he wants you to pass the ball, so you kind of misdirect your defender and you meet the ball and then you see how he's gonna play. Okay, how he's gonna play and then try to go to a different direction for a change. Let's go, quick. Let's go. Okay, look. Okay, it's a good. I ask I explain him to misdirect before he uses the screen. And you don't listen, your mind is somewhere else, and you don't take 2 dribbles before you use the pick and roll screen. Go to different situation, one more time. Different position, you take the top. Okay, Kasper, something different that you didn't do yet before. Let's go. Why you not in 3 different times? I'm repeating it the 3rd time. When you get the ball from Kasparas, when you get the ball from Kasparas here, okay, you get the ball. Then you start to go this. No, take him here, take him as he arrives. Then use the pick and roll. Can you give more time? Please repeat everything the same one more time. This is pick and roll offense. This is pick and roll. If the ball is on that side, this is what I'm playing defense. As you get the ball, try to see if you can go one-on-one. If the defender recovers here, then you get the screen. That's the pick and roll offense. Let's go the same way. Everything the same way. It's not at the same time, but it's okay. It's not at the same time, but it's okay. Okay, grab the ball. You can grab a seat. It's okay. This is I like to call this diamond series. When I tell my players, let's play 4-on-4 or maybe 3 groups of 4-on-4. Let's play from diamond game. They know what to do. Okay, I like to use this a lot. Because there is large variety, large unpredictability in this situation where every player has to react from another player. Of course, it's very important. You cannot play team basketball if the players cannot play one-on-one. It's very important that the player knows how to properly play one-on-one. Basketball is 3 things: taking advantage, making a decision, and then finishing, making a shot. So taking advantage, okay, maybe one-on-one, the players have to really know. Then if you are, because this transition game it considers off the pick and roll, it's very important to take time to teach the players proper pick and roll, how you misdirect, how you set your man up, how the screen arrives, at what angle the screen is set, how to use the screen, how to read the defense. That's also a big part that I'm not going into details, but that needs to be like one of the parts that makes this game, make this transition game. It's very important the players know how to run the pick and roll really well. When there is a flare screen, of course, I have to explain the players how to set the screen, how to make an angle, how to the other guy who's using this, how to set the screen, your defender, how to use the screen properly, how to read the defense, which way to slip or to open up in which direction. So again, really, this combining parts are very important, like one-on-one, like spacing. We see these players lacking and it's difficult to demonstrate how it really must look properly. I can just point directions that it didn't happen because the spacing was wrong. It didn't happen because the player one-on-one, instead of finishing, he passed the ball to the wing. There was one situation. So one-on-one, spacing if somebody plays one-on-one, proper pick and roll screen, proper flare screen. These are the adding parts that need to be really well thought to the players. From this, it's almost like Lego blocks. You really must develop one Lego block, second one, third one, because only then, when they are quite at good level, you can add them together to build something. Then I add this diamond game series. Let's say the players are doing quite okay. They can really explore the defense. They really know how to find the advantages. Then we can go into this game. And I like this situation because it makes the players quickly to react to what is happening. If the big guy, if going to set the screen, the other 2 guys must be really quick on point to know exactly what the job is. If the big guy reverses the ball, then it really focuses the players to react. They go into different. The big guy is the big guy, but all the other guys in a different position. And then when you add this kind of game, you come back to this drill: 4 on the baseline, 4 on the free throw line, and they start to play. Then you can really differentiate. If the guys see the advantage, the defense didn't communicate right, and really exploring on a fast break, they can really go and try to score. And then it's just simple: one-on-one plus space. If the team does it well, they look to score. If the defense somehow collapses and stops, and we need to enter into this pick and roll plus flare type of game, that I really like flare on the weak side because it occupies the defense. It creates more space for pick and roll to be effective, or pick and pop, depending on the player's personal qualities. If he can really shoot, if he likes to shoot from the mid range, then it's possible to affect those. So then I really develop, let's say, transition game without transition in a half court, this pick and roll and flare, and then coming back again to sprinting, running fast where as soon as somebody stops, nobody needs to think, okay, I have to be in this situation or that situation. Running fast break, of course, it's very important to teach the players to run wide, not in the middle. Only big guy runs to the middle. The middle lane, all the other guys run really, really wide to pass the ball as early as possible. And then we see if we have some advantage, numbers advantage, 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, or the players see that they can create such a situation where it happens 2 against 1. If not, then the defense is not really set. This pick and roll plus fear that's coming from Diamond is really, really good in my opinion, that it involves at least 4 players, often like maybe the 5th one just trailing. It's again, it's a transition. If there is a 5th guy, I also add and explain them what to do, how to be effective, where to go, who to screen, what are the options for the 5th player to do. But let's say it involves more than 2 players in this transition situation where somebody's playing pick and roll. The other 3 guys are not standing, are not watching. But to get them on time, to get the players really make a quality flare screen, make a quality cut, it takes time to teach them. And for example, if we kind of try to push the ball and we didn't find, then is the moment to go to your positional offense. And then again, there is another topic where it speaks about these 3 different situations. Is motion positional, or is it sets, or is it really the situational basketball, where it just depends how much this the head coach has, how much this micromanaging of, if it's situational basketball, what kind of things he wants to see on offense before the players start to improvise, or the sets, how to play, or from the motion. It could be at any moment. So if transition didn't happen, or go directly from the fast break, we're unable to play pick and roll, or the big guy forgot, or something happened, then you can quickly reset. You still have a good amount of, if you go really fast on a fast break and go into transition, often you will find shots from transition. If you find nothing from transition, then you could have some other short set to play somehow to finish if you didn't find anything from transition. But if you from fast break it broke down, and for whatever reason you didn't enter transition, you still have at least 15, 16, maybe sometimes in 17, 18 seconds to run whatever positional offense you want to do. So again, I want to save these 3-4 seconds while bringing the ball. I don't want the guy dribble across the pass. It only takes 1 second and the ball is already ahead. There is no kind of signals, no kind of walking through, going into any kind of mutually agreeing that, okay, now let's try to play transition. It really quickly, the ball stops for whatever reason, the guy didn't dribble or made a pass out and he didn't shoot, we know automatically it's going to be pick and roll and it's going to be a flare. So then you save first 3 seconds, then you save some kind of communication part, another 3 seconds, so you can do three things on one particular offense, and you have enough time for all of them. When building a team, I think it's extremely important to understand what kind of players you have, what kind of personnel you have. If you have a slower big guy, maybe you spend more time on fast break, and then so fast break is your 4 fast players playing, and maybe the big guy is a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, a little bit slower, and then transition has to be built a little bit different idea on a transition offense, maybe not involving the big guy. For example, if the big guy is super mobile, then maybe this is a good option, or something similar is a good option to run. But it's very important to understand what your team's strengths are, and then the players really have to understanding these 3 parts of the offense, and they must really know to get organized with minimal communication. Right here I want to demonstrate how this short communication, you just pause with the ball, and this is a communication part that switches from fast break to the transition. If transition didn't happen, some player can call what kind of set he wants to run, or what kind of play he wants to run, or what kind of motion offense he wants to go into, depending on your teams, depending on your playbook. But one more time, the players have to be really clear how one transfers to another, transfer to a third. This communication has to be as short as possible to give, because the shot clock is 24 seconds. The game is speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, and to have these three varieties. Knowing your team, let's say you're faster than the opponent, maybe you want to play fast break as much as possible. If the opponent has a really good defensive team and really faster than you, maybe then you want to slow down the game and really help your players develop into the which area to spend more, which way to score more points. I have coached these younger teams in the championships, a little bit faster teams, so this transition game was a huge, probably the biggest part of our game, and we try to score the most points, the most improvisations from this part. And when the teams prepared really well against us and stopped our fast break and our transition very well, then we had to really develop also this positional offense. So this is how the points, the ideas to think about, to really evaluate your team, what they can do, to really evaluate what league you're playing, what kind of game would help your players to bring out the most, to bring out the best from for them to be somewhat successful on the court, and really have to construct what percentage of the game, on which parts you're going to spend the most. Then you can adjust your practices. It's not this common mistake made by beginner coaches, by rookie coaches, where they work 80-90% of the practice time on positional offense, and then the team starts to play. They say, okay, play fast, let's see if we can get easy points. And in the game, 80% of their possessions are fast break. And then the team is not really producing good on a fast break. They're spending a lot of time improvising, but they don't practice that part. So the improvisation doesn't look good, and the coach is pulling his hair and thinking, oh my God, how my players cannot just make a pass, cannot make a spacing, cannot finish on one-on-one, because you spend so much time. They're really good in positional defense, but maybe the team is pressing you much and pushing your team to play faster, and then this discrepancy happens. So it's very important for the coach to be intelligent, to really understand these three parts of the offense, to really understand which one is the most important part to be effective, and really address all three of them, so your players can differentiate. One game play fast, second game maybe a little bit slower, and things like that. Thank you for your time.